I want to remind the public that Donald Trump and House Republicans also have their own ideas for the border. So let's review the majority's border ideas that they've actually presented. Here they are. Donald Trump actually has said that he wants to build alligator moats along the border. That's one of his incredible ideas. Another idea that Donald Trump has promoted is he actually wants to electrify the border fence and maybe even put some spikes on the border. That's another Donald Trump and MAGA majority border idea. Another idea, which I'm not sure how well it would go, is he wants to actually bomb northern Mexico with missiles. That's another Trump idea.
Okay, so a couple of cops in New York City got beat down by some illegal immigrants. Now I want to ask you guys a question. What do you think will happen to a group of men who decide to stomp out some armed police officers? Do you think those guys will be locked away? Do you think they would even make it out of there alive? Unarmed men stomping out police officers, don't you think these guys will be shot? No, that's not what happened. Those police officers took the beating, the guys got arrested, and nothing else. So the media is trying to gloss over the fact that these 5 men who beat down, stomped out these police officers, the officers on duty in uniform, the media is trying to gloss over the fact that the guys who did this are illegal immigrants. So there was a rowdy crowd near one of those illegal immigrant shelters, one of those tent cities that the government has decided to build instead of sending these people back. So officers, New York City officers, had to use taxpayer money to go over there and try to break up a fight, possible brawl between these illegal immigrants. And while one of the illegal immigrants was being arrested, the other illegal immigrants said, you know what, screw it. We did this back in Latin America. We did it in Mexico. We did it in Central America, Venezuela. We beat down cops all the time. So, hey, let's stomp out these cops. So let's take a look at this news clip. Now, this news clip is going to show the brawl, but I'm going to have to link it in a box because YouTube is extremely sensitive nowadays. So I can't show the actual beatdown part. So I'm going to drop the link in the box for that. But let's take a look.
Now from Fox, continuing now with top stories and headlines of the day. On your screen right now, a live look out in New York City, Times Square to be specific. A group of 5 men have been arrested, accused of attacking a group of New York City police officers. Fox 5 New York's Lizette Nunez live in Times Square this morning with the latest on the charges these men now face. Lizette, good morning to you.
Good morning to you. And it was a horrific attack, and it was all caught on camera. Police ultimately put the surveillance video of that attack out to the public, as well as pictures of the suspects, which they believe led to additional arrests. Arrest after this video shows a group of men assaulting officers in Times Square. The incident taking place Saturday around 8:30 in the evening. According to police, officers tried to break up a disorderly group on West 42nd Street. When police tried to take the person dressed in yellow into custody, that's when things took a turn and the group began attacking the officers. Several people repeatedly punched and kicked the officers in the head and body. Police initially arrested 4 people and then a 5th person on Monday. They face charges including assault on a police officer, gang assault, and disorderly conduct. According to the New York Post, those who were arrested and charged are migrants who were then released without bail. A quick search shows that at least one of the individuals who was arrested lives at a homeless shelter in Brooklyn and another at a migrant shelter in College Point, Queens. In a statement, the Police Benevolent Association writing, attacks on police officers are becoming an epidemic, and the reason is the revolving door we're seeing in cases like this one. It is impossible for police officers to deal effectively with crime and disorder if the justice system can't or won't protect us while we do that work. Officers that were attacked, they did have minor injuries, I should say, and they were treated at the scene. Police also telling us that one of the individuals who was arrested is a 24-year-old man by the name of Yorman Rebrin, who was also arrested twice last year, and he is facing robbery charges for those 2 incidents. That's the latest here in Times Square.
So I couldn't show you the actual visual of the little scuffle going on, the little brawl, the beat down of the cops, but check out the box for the link if you want to see something like that. But these migrants were arrested and released without bail. Isn't that insane? You can't even get released without bail for crimes much less serious than that. But because Eric Adams and the Democrats in New York City are absolute garbage, because they care so much for public safety in New York City that they release violent criminals back on the streets. Not even a slap on the wrist. You stump out a cop, go spend the night in jail, and then just released again. Now, if it was ordinary citizens doing it, like I said, these guys would have been shot. They would have been taken to the morgue, not to jail. And if they survived the shot, they'd be hit with felonies and locked away for possible decades. Who knows? But one of these illegal immigrants, he has a little history because a couple of months ago, he went to a Nordstrom rack and violently robbed the store. This man bit and punched an employee in the face. Guess what happened? Nothing. That's why he's still on the street. So this man punched the lady, bit her in the face, robbed the store, and now just stumped out a cop, and they let him go. The New York City government, run by these left-wing lunatics, these Democrats, they just let him go. These criminals, not only are they illegal criminal aliens for breaking into the country, but they're even worse criminals because they're committing acts of violence. But like I said, the New York City leadership and the DNC, the Democrats up there, and the media, they're all trying to gloss over the fact that the people who did this are illegal immigrants. They're trying to say, oh, 5 men, they just attacked some police officers. You saw in that news clip how quickly they were saying that, oh yeah, 5 men, but somebody said they were illegal immigrants. But moving on, because they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to bring to light the fact that Joe Biden and his open border policies and Eric Adams being soft on crime, the combination of that led to some cops getting stumped out by illegal immigrants. But these left-wing lunatics in New York City and nationwide, Joe Biden them, they have a bigger agenda. So a couple of cops getting stumped out, they don't care. Now, if it was a high-ranking Democrat, big-name Democrat, getting attacked by illegal immigrants, all hell will break loose. They deport them then, just like when they sent a handful of them to Martha's Vineyard, to Richville, an island full of rich Democrats where Obama has a mansion. They call the National Guard. So if the illegal immigrants attack anybody, including police officers, it's all gravy. But if they attack a rich, high-ranking Democrat, that's the only time they're going to have a problem. So these cops got stumped out. They're just trying to do their job, even though their job has been made way harder because you got tens of thousands of illegal immigrants. We don't know who these people are. A lot of them are criminals in whatever types of gang. Just like Trump said, they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, and you know what else. And who knows what these people's agenda is. Some of them are trying to live normal lives, but there are always some bad apples here, and y'all found them. So let me know what you guys think about this. Leave me your thoughts below. Share the video. Thanks for watching.